So I used to have a friend named Liz. Now her family was pretty well off. They got by without EBT and food stamps, and her parents were still married. Her dad worked as a construction worker, and he made a really good living. But mom wasn't as lucky. She didn't have a job because of a really bad case of arthritis. I'll come back to that a little later. See, they were getting ready to move from their Bellflower home to a spot in Los Angeles. And because Dad made such an awesome income, they had a couple of options: West LA and South LA. West LA was the more peaceful of the two areas, and the grocery stores were well stocked, and the schools were rated at the highest levels. What sucked about it though was how expensive everything was. A house there could easily cost over $1 million. So they began to think about their other option. South LA was a rougher neighborhood, sure, and it was notorious for its gang violence. However, things were cheaper and more accessible and affordable, and the parents knew the area like the backs of their hands. It was their home after all. And so, that is where they returned. Now, grocery stores are spread pretty thin around South LA. One grocery store served over 22,000 residents. In West LA, one only served about half that amount. However, fast food restaurants were all over the place, unlike grocery stores, and thus it was easier to get to a burger joint than to a Ralph's. Now, remember how I said that mom couldn't work because of arthritis? Well, it also ruined her cooking ability. It was much easier to go to McDonald's than go to a grocery store to get something healthy to eat. But even if she had gone, it wouldn't have done much good. After all, the food wasn't very fresh. Poor Lizzie gained 17 pounds her senior year. She hadn't even gotten to her freshman 15 yet. After bouts of dehydration and headaches, Liz visited her doctor, Mr. Dr. Hammond, and learned that she was pre-diabetic. She knew that she had a family history of diabetes and that her diet hadn't helped at all. But she also knew that it wasn't too late to fix things. You see, she was now aware of her other options besides fast foods. She could cook at home, and she wanted to start a garden in her backyard. Very therapeutic, by the way. I totally advertised that selection. So anyway, Liz wanted to do everything but eat at another burger joint. At this moment, she became food sovereign, the master of her own diet. If she wanted to be healthier, she had to lose the excuses, the pounds, and the hesitation. And so she did. Now, you see how Liz overcame her situation? It wasn't easy, that's for sure. But she had to put her foot down. She wasn't going to expect any less for her health because of her poor environment. Now, the question is, how do we empower our communities to do the same as a collective? If we do so, we'll have a healthier community where class and location no longer matter. Food deserts, where there are more fast food restaurants and grocery stores, will be non-existent. Have a good day.